Today's topic is due diligence, and we're not done yet. So let's jump over to product. Have you seen it? Have you seen the entire product? Like, if you've seen the pitch deck, then the answer is no. If you've seen the pitch deck, maybe you've seen 2 or 3 slides, maybe they showed you a short video. Before you invest in a company, you should see what it actually does. And so if it's a physical product, you should see it demonstrated. If it's a service, maybe you want at least a quick video tour, or you want to see it in some form, right? I just did a bunch of site visit videos of fledglings over in Africa. It was lovely. I did them on purpose so that people could see these companies. You want them to walk you through the product in a few different ways. You want to see what the sales call looks like, which is sometimes mixed in with the pitch deck, but you want to see how they talk about the company. You want to see the high level features of this service or this product. You also want to ask them to walk you through like a customer. And I do this on the due diligence calls at Fledge all the time, which is, okay, walk me from the beginning, okay? I've just said yes to your pitch. I believe in it now. Now, what happens next? And then what happens next? And then what happens next? And when did I pay you? Did I pay you before this or after this? And when did I get this? Like, how do I get this? And I'll walk all the way to the end until it seems like I'm a satisfied customer, one step at a time, one little tiny logical step at a time. And I usually have to slow them down and speed them up and push them to get that whole experience, because there's really no other place where they'll do this except with a customer. And then you also want to see something about the internals. You want to see how did they, you want to see the sausage making in the background. And so how does the stuff get in the bottles? Right? How does the plant get out of the ground and over to the customer? How does the software, what's the software built out of? Like, whatever they're doing as a product or service, you want to see a little bit of the operations inside, kind of like a new employee would be trained. And you want to see that because you want to know whether or not it's going to scale. You want to look for issues where operations just can't scale up, because that's something that's going to happen in the next year if they're going to grow by 50% or double. And you're going to look through all of this, and you're going to just look for the holes and look for the seams and look for anything that just looks like it's not working quite well. And it's not going to be perfect because you're talking about a startup. So the product and the service isn't done yet. It just needs to be compelling. It has to be compelling enough that a customer will pay for it. And you have to be able to use a little bit of your vision to see how they're going to fix it, and have a conversation with either the CEO or the product person. Doesn't necessarily have to be the CEO, to understand like where this is going and how's it going to get better. Then we can jump down to operations. So again, a demonstration of how everything gets put together. And in this case, I just want to see the order process. So I've made an order, and how does the sausage happen so that I get the product as a customer? And again, does that scale up? Is it efficient? Are there obvious things that need to be fixed? Obvious things are great because you're about to give them money, and if it's on their milestone list to fix it, this company will be more efficient. It will make a higher profit margin, right? Net margin at the bottom of the day for each dollar that's coming in. And if not, if they're not showing that, this is the part of the conversation where you ask, how are you going to double this? Are you going to need twice as many people, or are you going to need twice as much equipment? You know, this is a question that shows up in the Fledge interviews a lot, which is, great, you did $94,000 in business last year. What's it going to take to get to 200? What are the 3 things you need to get to 200? We'll have that quick conversation.